Onwards. We have work to do. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. Onwards. We have work to do. Boom boom! Yeah! Ha! 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 adventure time. Motion to compel.
back!
I will have order. Gather.
The rain won't slow me down.
Motion to compel. Person standing over there! That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back!
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among...
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered.
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that train?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, She should be in the southern part of Mount Outsong.
Huh, is that so?
Quake!
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Is that so? This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we should... If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Yeah.
we've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is he's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are!
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm...
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Born of ice and frost. No touching! For Rex Lapis! Access denied. is long overdue. No touching! I swear by my sword! All hail! Born of ice and frost. I can fix this. No touching.
This weather is perfect. We should move out.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you can't...
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for
Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not, you're...
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin...
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Juyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an adept, but being questioned by him made me realize that I... But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Juyun...
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to... Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
The sound of the waves, the smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working over...
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing It put me in a certain mood. Similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who is yet...
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just a
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my...
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for...
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixing?
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yue High Pavilion.
I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace and...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to...
My father abusing his status as a member of the Qixing.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yua High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about...
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hand...
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name...
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Oh, wonderful. Another flower is blooming.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be... I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yua High Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly...
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Ball?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even... Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no...
I told you so. Just as I...
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supply...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be... Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with...
I'm afraid I can't go to Chinksa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish...
Ah, that's so considerate of you.
Ah, welcome. How... I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but...
Chinksa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
I'm sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some...
Ah, don't worry. Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng other...
Of course you can. But... I'm not so sprightly anymore. I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and such, I keep... But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself.
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back...
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff enough.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in... We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuff. Besides, I can already feel their malicious... My intuition as the secretary...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach them a...
You'll get frostbite.
Order guide you.
Incinerate!
Time for a flash for a shield to the bone.
Boom boom! Teamwork is strength! Incinerate!
Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No,
Plan? What plan?
we just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the
Fine. If you really want to,
About to...
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel...
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work.
No worries. It's always...
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few young churls. Let's show them what we got.
Take cover!
This is order. Gather!
I'm going in! Motion to compel! Yikes! Motion to compel!
Barbados, guide us.
Crumble!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Be mindful of your personal safety.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between...
Oh, thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to...
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
Isn't it... Huixin? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declaration... I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusation.
Groundless accusations? But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately.
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How...
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm... Master Lu, I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't...
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a... I don't think you'll need my guidance for what...
Yes, thank you, Miss...
That's...
I must say, you're truly... Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and
It's actually one of your father's. The Tianshu's old tricks.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies, and watching them drag each other down from an advantage. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many... I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must...
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler in Paimon.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on. It's just a...
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of...
Sure!
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize...
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help...
Oh? If there's anything I can help...
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father... Even though I have the utmost respect for my father... I always admire... I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai I can't compare myself to such a...
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own...
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa?
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, but after all that happened this time, I've made up my...
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom... It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to...
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel it.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of Huixin. You don't know how important though. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis. They rely on me. Accept me. And long—
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray! Ganya's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my— I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your—
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from the—
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be— To think that I'd gained a human friend, I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I—
Sure, but are you ever done with—
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
Right!
Add Astro.
Cheap and tasty chop
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Going for it. Wow. Lyra's really got a lot going for it.
The case before us
Try
is
something new
a
at the
strange
Wanmin
and
restaurant.
unprecedented one indeed.
I save this money?
My magic arrow cries out my holy... I created another universe and founded paradise.
One-man restaurant.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Try something new at the one-man restaurant.
Should I try this time?